So the Racial Equity Business Plan is a guiding document that the city will use to determine where we will invest sort of resources and what are the issues that we want to address with our internal work. And so in that document, there's 4 sort of broad categories of work. The first is really looking at our workforce composition. The second is looking at the culture within the organization. Also, we have a focus area that looks at our programs and services, so making sure that all of our programs and services are managed in an equitable manner. And then lastly, authentic community engagement. And there, we're really just sort of making sure that all of these things that we're hoping to do are informed by those who are most directly impacted by those strategies.
Equity and inclusion has been a strategic priority by the City of Bloomington for the past 5 years. The City Council identified it and said it was important that we need to work toward this as a City of Bloomington. A specific business plan puts meat on those bones. It really lays out some specific goals, some specific actions, and specific to-dos and accountability as we work toward this important goal.
So it's important to have a plan because without that plan, we sort of lack intentionality. And so it's important for the City of Bloomington to say these are things that we can commit to doing right now. And the Racial Equity Business Plan is focused on internal efforts. So we're starting with the things that are within our control right away, and we're going to do those things. In future years, we'll be working with the community to develop a more strategic plan that really focuses on how do we disrupt racial disparities and how do we eliminate inequities in a broader sense. We will be allowing community to provide input and feedback on the Racial Equity Business Plan. There's a listening session for each council district and also an all-city listening session. You can participate in any one of these listening sessions and provide your input. In preparation for those meetings, feel free to check out the Racial Equity Business Plan in its draft form, and you can find that on the city's website.
Every member of the City Council will take part in a listening session regarding this business plan, and I think it's so important to have as many members of the community participate as possible. It's community members' opportunity to speak not only to the council members but to the plan specifically, to look at the goals that the plan has laid out, to look at the action steps the plan has laid out, and to begin to bring forward their thoughts, their ideas, their opinions, and what they hope to accomplish, what they want to see in a racial equity business plan for the City of Bloomington. We haven't done one before. This is something new within the City of Bloomington, and we want people not only to understand what we're trying to accomplish, but be part of really putting together the thoughts and the processes that we use moving forward.
So right now we're asking the community to provide feedback and input on the Racial Equity Business Plan. And this is really important because while what's in the plan really dictates what we have control over and what we can do right now, we still want to make sure that that work too is informed by our community members. So we're asking you to participate in those listening sessions and speak about what things you think are missing, what needs to be included, and how this plan could guide our racial equity initiatives. After incorporating feedback and collecting feedback from a broad segment of the community, I'll be returning to the council and requesting that they adopt a plan. And then after the council makes a decision on adopting a racial equity business plan, we'll use that document to guide our work.